Matthew Donnelly loved life, but Matthew Donnelly wanted to die. For the past 30 years, Matthew had conducted research on the use of x-rays. Now skin cancer riddled his tortured body. He had lost his nose, his left hand, 2 fingers on his right hand, and part of his jaw. He was left blind and was slowly deteriorating. The pain was unrelenting. Doctors estimated that he had a year to live. Lying in bed with his teeth clenched from the exhilarating pain, he pleaded to be out of his misery. Matthew wanted to die now. His pleas went unanswered. Then one day, Matthew's brother, Harold, unable to ignore Matthew's repeated cries, removed a .30 caliber pistol from his top drawer, walked to the hospital, and shot and killed his brother. Harold was tried for murder. This story was from www.scu.edu/ethnics.com. My name is Osha Watson, and this brings me to my topic. Should assisted suicide be legalized for people suffering from terminal illness? Merriam-Webster.com defines suicide as the act or instance of taking one's own life voluntarily and initially, especially by a person of years of discretion and of sound mind. This has been an ongoing debate for many years. Some people feel assisted suicide should be legalized as a measure of freedom of choice, and of course, many people disagree. I really do see both sides of the coin. However, I do think terminally ill people should have the right to choose whether or not they want to live or die, just as me or you has the choice to jump off of a bridge if we choose to end our life. Why should they be told no and have to live their remaining days either in pain or doped up on pain medication for the rest of their life? What about people who have been diagnosed with ALS? Personally, I would not want to lie there, not being able to move or speak, waiting on my heart to just stop. What kind of life is that? To me, that's not life at all, just merely existing. And aside of avoiding the prolonged but certain death that terminal patients face, mainly people don't want to leave their families with the financial burden of long hospital stays and enormous medical bills that come with being ill for a long time. This should be a decision made by individuals with the help of their doctors and families, should be definitely the right of all people. Assisted suicide is a humane way of ending life when quality of life is at such a low level that death is desired. If the individual is a sane mind and has been diagnosed by a physician with an incurable illness that leads to death, they should be able to make the choice to die with dignity. February 8, 2013, FoxNews.com, a push for legalization of physician-assisted suicide is underway in half-dozen states where patients and their families should have an opportunity to choose whether to live or die. On the other hand, many people are against assisted suicide. Some say it's immoral and it's wrong in the eyes of God. I do understand that God gave us life and only He should take it away. Not everyone feels that way. In this world, not everyone even believes in God or that there is a higher power. Some may even feel like helping someone cut their life short is nearly as bad as murdering them yourself. I think that's easily said from people on the outside looking in when they're not the one sick. At the end of the day, the decision should be made by the one that's suffering. According to debate.org, assisted suicide should not be legal due to the inability to regulate the qualifications of the people providing the assistance and to effectively assess the mental state of the person wanting to commit suicide. Today I have asked you whether or not assisted suicide be legalized for people with terminal illness. I have told you my views, such as being allowed to die with dignity and not be forced to suffer pain and lengthy illness that they know they will not recover from. I have also told you how others see it, how it's religiously and morally wrong for someone to take their own lives for any reason. I want you to remember Matthew Donnelly, the guy I told you about in the beginning. Now I want you all to close your eyes and just imagine him laying there, suffering from cancer that cannot be cured. He has lost his nose, his left hand, 2 fingers on his right hand, and part of his jaw. Remember, he was blind, slowly deteriorating, living a painful life, and given a year to lay there, in pain, agonizing, and wanting to die. Dig deeper. Look harder. Now imagine it was you. I want you to open your eyes and think to yourself, what would you want? Would you want to lay there? Or would you want to just go and die? Thank you.